All right, good morning, everyone. This is Sean Butner, and this is Start Your Day with a High Performance Coach. This week, we are talking about. So, some technical difficulties. I screwed some stuff up right before the live cast, trying to make it a little bit more seamless. So, I guess I'll figure that out later. Well, we're talking about purpose and meaning, and sometimes the unexpectedness of life. And this is crazy. Why is um, this might go. All right. Well, it's a fun morning here on the technology side on Start Your Morning with the Coach. Again, I'm your host, Sean Butler. We're talking about purpose and meaning. I guess hopefully you got a chuckle out of that because that was pretty hilarious. If you're on Instagram, you have no idea what was happening, but I have an intro video on Facebook when I go live that kept looping. So, all right. Purpose and meaning is super important right now because I wanted to share this idea that purpose is made in action and choices that you make today. And I that's a really bold statement, I think, because it really means that it's on your shoulders to show up, to build the future that you want, to really engage with your family and your friends, especially in this time when everyone is at home locked down. So, we look at books like Viktor Frankl's Man's Search for Meaning. He basically, to sum it up, is there is suffering in the world, but how we show up determines how our humanity and how we can overcome and be resilient in times of high stress and high uncertainty. So, and for him, that was the Holocaust. So he was a Holocaust survivor. So on that bright note, right early in the morning, um, this idea that purpose is in your actions and choices today, I really like because it's a reminder that, hey, we have a certain amount of time that we don't know on this planet, and it's what we're doing today that really helps us, move forward. It really helps us get out of the mundane, and I think there's a huge gift in everything slowing down and that we get to kind of step back. It's like a fish out of water. You didn't realize you're in water, but you're looking back now and you're like, wow, I might need to make some changes, or the world that I lived in was not what I thought it was. And so now we have a huge opportunity to think, what do I really want for my life? How do I really want to contribute and help people? How do I really want to show up in today's world? And so that's the theme of today's Start Your Day with a Coach. So, what have you been doing that's really been helping you build that business, build that future, the family, build the community that you want? And are you doing anything different today? Because I think that's a really interesting question because, we have a lot of time to ourselves. And sometimes, like, I'm an introvert. And so I often thought, like, oh, I'd be really cool being alone. But I actually do look forward to talking with people. I have some neighbors that will shout, at a distance and whatnot. But it's also a time I feel for, at least in my business, to try and help as much as possible. We talk about how we can keep productive, how we can not burn out, how we can sustain our vision, how we can sustain our careers and business in my coaching practice. And it seems like it's more important now than ever because when we're through this in the future, looking back, like we were talking about yesterday, when we look back at this time, you're going to be wondering, like, wow, why didn't I take this time to skill up? Or why didn't I take this time to really work on what was important to me or to figure out what was really important to me? Purpose isn't something that you just have. It's something that's constantly shaped. It's kind of like when you're at the potter's wheel. It takes action. It takes consistent action. It takes and touch. It takes a vision. It takes a commitment to what you're doing to realize a bowl or realize some type of cool ceramic art. So the same things with purpose. Like if you don't act, you're not putting your hands on the clay, and you're not shaping it. And our purpose is shaped by our actions and choices today. So I wanted to leave you with that thought. What are you trying to shape for your future? What are you trying to really put into existence? Is it an organization that helps a particular group? Or is it some type of end global hunger type thing? A really big idea. Is it just to have a cool life and take care of your family? There's different levels, I guess. Levels is a very bad term for it, but there's different interests for folks, and there's no wrong way. But what's more important is that you have something and you're working towards it, and you can work towards it today and work towards it now. So I hope you guys like this. We also, I'm thinking about changing the intention part. So you guys let me know if you are liking that or not. But 3 questions to ask yourself as you go forth and make your actions and choices today that are shaping your future, shaping your clay. What do you want to accomplish today? How do you want to feel today? And who do you want to connect with today? Because again, I feel when you start the day with these 3 questions, it's really tough to not feel awesome. You can build that reality for yourself. So hope you guys love this. Sorry about the technical difficulties. I'll get that sorted out for tomorrow. And we'll continue this quick discussion on meaning and purpose. Hope you guys like this. If you're new, say hi below. I'll say hi back. If you have any questions, say hi below. I also want to let you know that next Monday I'm reopening up my work from home challenge, which is to help people figure out how to work from home. Either you've been thrust upon it, or you now have the addition of kids or family members or pets that are bugging you. I'd really love to share some of my best practices from working from home over 13 years and from running my business the last year, and then all the research I've done this past month to figure out what is the best way to get set up at home. And I have some really awesome stuff. I'm really excited to share it with you. And if you are curious, on Instagram, you can check out my bio, or you can check this out. Why are you doing that? So you go to that URL. My technology is totally got out of whack today. So, it's live. So that makes it fun and exciting, I guess. So, so it's just SeanButler.com/WFH challenge, all lowercase. We're going to go live Monday, every day at 10 o'clock, and we'll talk about things like why it's important to have a schedule and have a skeleton for your day. When you have things planned, what are some routines you can use to make sure you're maximizing your energy and keeping up your productivity? We talk about a couple other things. Coffee just completely conked out on me. But it's stuff to structure your day. We talk about setting boundaries so that, with work or with your family, as it is appropriate, you can protect your time and protect your focus. We don't talk about managing your focus so you can make sure you're working on your purpose and the things that are really meaningful for you. And then we talk about setting up connections, because when you're home, even if you're with your family, it can be a little bit lonely. If you have little kids, sometimes you crave the conversation of an adult. So I would say the other way, but that's really creepy. So you don't want to be an adult craving the conversation of a little kid, unless they're your kid, I guess. So I'll just leave that out there. But don't be creepy. Talk about connection, and then we talk about high performance habits that can help you out at home. So again, you can check it out on my bio on Instagram, or below this video, there should be a link. And it's just SeanButler.com/WFH challenge, work from home challenge. So hope to see you guys there. And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Take care.